Testing. Okay, so I can hear myself just fine. Okie dokie. Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda! Anyway, last time we left off, we just got Liam's quest. So, why don't we go do that? Yo, Valentine, how's it going? I haven't seen you since earlier today. How is the game audio versus sound versus my audio?
The heart of this system is a massive red giant, like Arcturus back home.
Far more remote, I'm afraid.
Anomaly detected.
An anomaly?
Deploying probe.
Both audios are low. Okay. How about now? I am the very mortal of a mortal major general of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical, from Maryland to Waterloo to from Maryland. See, I can hear the game better. Can you speak more?
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay. In fact, when I know what is meant by Mamelon and Revelin, when I can tell it's item as a rifle from the javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm a worry at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissary.
Anomaly found.
When I know what advancements have been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, when I have had a spell. How about this? Is that better? What's this? What's this? There's nothing on this planet. What's this? What's this? Ugh. My throat decided to complain. Okie dokie. We are cooking now. We will embark on a mission. A manly mission. Because we're men in tights. Tights. Oh, just because this is your first time being in this stream, Val. This is Vetra. She's the alien butt we're going to touch this game.
Alright, we're set to go. Somewhere.
This is on me. I'll take care of it.
Oh crap,
Any
did my
sign
color
of the
balance?
pirates who took my contact?
There's too much background radiation. Could be anything hiding out there. All that debris in orbit.
Even Boba
That
Fett could be
tracks.
out there.
Heard they were scavengers. I'd hoped Bradley or some of our colonists would follow. Join in.
We'll make do with what we've got.
Crap, I
What's
don't
the
think
plan?
my shoulder pad's color
Somewhere
corrected
out there
right.
is a ship full of
They're the
pirates.
default
They
color,
might
not
have
my
our
armor
specs.
color.
Thanks to you.
Hey, Liam, could you move
Yes,
to the right
thanks to
just to
me.
block that sun flare?
So we can't go in hot.
Liam,
say
I
we
am
plate their
always hot,
scavenger routes
so...
with that debris. I'll explain in the airlock.
The redhead, that's
We've
the
wasted enough
protagonist.
time. Let's hit the go button, shoot pirates, and save people. We've got this.
All right, I'm in. Let's do whatever this is.
The black lipstick.
I thought
That
you-
should give away who the protagonist
I mean,
is.
yeah, hell yeah. We play this right, they'll deliver us just where we need to go. I have a plan.
Not loving this plan, Liam.
Come on. Hiding in derelict cargo to get scavenged. Sure, we don't know what we're up against. Neither do they. Trojan horse simple.
Bad plan and metaphor. What if there's no air?
There's air. Whoa. This isn't right.
Liam, you said to expect pirates. This is a catch ship. A big one.
Change of plan?
You're lucky this quest is so damn fun, Liam.
Okay, it's a catch ship. But scavenging isn't their MO.
Alarms, Liam.
Doesn't change why we're here. Find Varan and get out. Somehow.
Alarms, Liam.
I know!
Move it! That cargo is your pay!
Sam, that's...
What the? Tell Callan we have stows. We have stows!
We've been detected, oh
Definitely
no!
don't care running this thing.
Ooh, Rokar.
Shut them down!
Okay, I know they're called Talons, but those are Rokar models, so let's terminate with extreme prejudice. That's totally what they do to us. Okay. Ow. Oh, hi. You can have some breathing too. Miss. Got it.
Report. What's going on down there?
Sounds like we
Oh,
could get
I
some
am
answers.
just kicking your ass in style. The name's Ryder. Sarah Ryder.
For the last time, report. We just fixed those base seals. If you idiots blew them, I'll have your skins.
Everything's under control. Just a simple weapon malfunction. How are you?
What is this? Get cameras on the bay. We'll figure it out. Stoked. This ship is property of Talonwing. Now you're property too, just like the rest.
Well, that wasn't going anywhere useful. Shoot pirates, rescue contact?
Why did you pull out the Valkyrie?
She's here.
You had the Black Widow last
Somewhere.
time.
Think they've salvaged this thing?
You're not Cad. Sam, do you have us?
Not precisely, Pathfinder. Debris and radiation are still disrupting scans.
Okay, but you're plugged into my brain. How
So
do you
where
not have
to?
us?
Find Varan and fast. This way. Not that way. Start there. Let's go.
Is it wrong to love a whole quest just for a single visual gag? Because... Okay, who am I kidding? I still like this quest, but damn, I love that visual
Find
gag.
the door they came in.
We're sure the captives are there.
Have to be somewhere.
Stupid logic. That's why you are not the
Supposed to
Pathfinder.
be small time.
The ship says
the heavies are dead.
More incoming.
Do whatever you like. What do you mean? Oh, wait, in regards to liking it based on a single joke. Miss. Miss.
That's gear from Varan's outpost.
We don't even know if she's alive.
Shut it.
Shut up, Ryder. I am the best male human companion in the game, so I am going to be optimistic. Or in the franchise. James is a close second, though. Yes, give me all the research data. Ooh, more research data. Oh, help. Give me the health and ammo. Though I am curious why Angara would be carrying ammo crates that are compatible with Milky Way weapons. Playing AFK at the same time, so I'm not seeing the visuals currently. Not that I know what in Plant Places is going on story-wise. Yeah.
Door sealed. Override from the console?
We're just doing character quests,
We have
so
to find
story's
Varan.
not
We don't even know
most
if this is
important
the
thing.
way.
Something has to go right. You take a risk for the right reason. It's supposed to work. Ugh.
Liam, you've been doing that the whole game and it's never worked. But that's kind of why I respect you.
You dent your locker, the principal will be
It isn't a joke.
pissed.
I jumped us here blind. We don't know where
Yes.
anyone is or how anything works. And now we're fighting some asshole who wants everyone chained. It's like hitting Andromeda all over again. Shield the bag.
Don't make this about the whole initiative. We're here to help and... Why am I the one defending your plan?
I don't know. I will not be ignored anymore. See? Total asshole. That's it. Space them, Calloway. I will not be ignored. Such an asshole.
To be fair, Shepard could have had a stealth suit too. I just didn't play the right character class for that. But yeah, this playthrough, because the levels are so much bigger, it fits snipers much better. I'm playing the... It's called the Infiltrator, that's all about turning invisible and shooting people in the head.
Liam! Hold me! I'm sad I can't punch both of you.
Bradley!
Get on the junctions. Go.
We have been saved by August Bradley.
You folks need a hand?
Augie! You have timing!
That's why he's in charge
Would
of
have
our
come in
outpost.
sooner, but we didn't know how we could help. Settlers aren't soldiers, but a wreck of a ship with bad shielding? We've got engineers, son. Oh, power surge. This beast does not like being prodded.
It's the artificial gravity, everything's shifting!
Liam, Pathfinder, are you okay?
Are you kidding? We get to play the rest of the level with a fucked up gravity. I am fantastic. Oh, man. I keep just remembering...
We're here.
Oh,
Got a
man.
little sideways.
Get to engineering and fix the ground.
Oh, man. Love this level.
I'll do it myself.
Sounds like we made your man angry. You take care of the fighting, Liam. Find Varan. We'll keep this barge stable.
Oh, hell yeah.
We've lost the map. Sam?
I'm having difficulty analyzing predictive meshes. Walls.
This is a big ship. We could be in for a lot of fighting.
A ship like this would really bring in recruits.
Get me grounded.
Fight him, Ford. Report.
Kid Foundation, Angon touch job.
40% functional at best. Partially stripped.
Parted out, then dumped. A junker.
Is there anything I can scan? I want to miss those delicious research sites. It's like, this is like Dead Space and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. as a badass kid and put him through college. Had a badass kid. Oh, it's like Call of Duty and Dead Space had a badass kid and put him through college. As I've never played either of those games, I'm going to have to take your word for it. Well, that's a lie. I played a demo of Dead Space, but...
Be another way, back above us.
Oh. Ryder, could you just grab the edge? Thank you. Ooh, what? Ooh, ammo.
We're not making that climb.
Wait, there'll be a vent. Blow it.
You knew that how?
Brand mentioned it. I believe I said she studies tech. Watch it, they're getting their footing.
Oh.
So are we.
See how it's done? Seal.
Yeah, but they have much bigger feet than we do, so I think they have a leg up.
Shit!
Vetra's like, excuse me, bitch. I have a big feet. I have big feet too.
The space is giving them trouble!
Even ground for everyone.
I love, just like when I did Crash this morning, putting on the internet just how bad I suck at the games I play.
Makes all the difference.
That's the sniper done. Keep on the rest.
Eyes open for more!
You froze, but not to the extent I wanted. Let's see, Advanced Warfare is what I meant. That one has a lot of high-tech stuff and wall-riding tricks.
Thank you for the chance. Let's get eyes on some data. Can you spot a control hub or console? In the room? Have your Sam push a scan of it to me.
Hey, Sam, you wanna, you know, save the day single-handedly again? That'd be fantastic.
Forwarding scan result.
Thought so. Kala did a power reroute. Easy fix. Here's 2
Never
access
matters
points to
if you're
hit.
good or bad at games.
I'll
The
sync
best
when you
people to
activate.
watch are the people with
Well,
fantastic personalities who
go
actually
team.
enjoy the games. Yeah, that is a fair point. Oh yeah, you missed this morning, Val. When I realized I would have to do all the Crystal Break challenges, I basically said, nope, we're done.
There's
We're
how
done
they
with
salvage
Crash.
the
So, just thought I'd catch you up since you had to leave before that point.
That's someone who gave up. Seen it before. I've accessed their security, such as it is. Door control and cameras. Westy? On it. Watch the monitors.
There's a red. And what the hell? They have humans locked up too?
Got your timing wrong, Liam. Khaled wasn't hitting the initiative soon.
He already did. Pathfinder, we have to end this.
Agreed.
Working on it.
Aren't slavers the worst? Well, we're on the ceiling. I love to laugh.
We'll find you
Ha
a
ha
route to
ha
those
ha.
captives.
I'm gonna stop now because I don't want Disney suing the channel.
It's the cargo bay.
Again?
What you can't see them. Well, get ready everywhere.
We're shooting him, right?
Pathfinder, that door up there. It was blocked before.
How about it, Bradley?
Negative. You'll have to scan for something manual.
But why? Because otherwise this would be a movie, so the player has to do something.
Can't suss that one. Check for a console.
A console. Okay, Liam, this isn't all your fault, and this level's really fun, so I'm not mad at
We
you.
move this?
I mean
Maybe we can reach the door.
look up data, not console your teammates.
There's where we need to go.
Move the crane, pop the door. Perfect.
Yeah, but how do I get? How do I do? I thought Genshin gave me vertigo. There's a way to get around copyright and singing material, not actually using the music or footage or singing away. Oh, interesting. Oh, there we go. There's the path for which I must tread.
Still on their cameras. Callet has filled the hall past that door.
And the captives?
Past them.
Let's get it done. They're pushing harder!
Callum's feeling the pressure. Keep it up.
By your logic, BioWare could take this stream down if you want to avoid copyright, then you don't do Let's Plays at all. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point.
No sign of them!
I hope that cured your headache. I also hope that removed, that, funny bump that you've had since childbirth. I did not realize this would look good. I'm just gonna keep punching into
How
the
many
guy.
pirates does this guy have?
Thank you.
Big ship. Looks like an easy gig.
Hey, Ryder, at least the same clown closet, so how about we just count the blessings that have been given? No, open the door. Thank you.
Getting the hang of this, right?
Cycling power for doors ahead, but it seals the one behind you.
We're not turning back anyway.
Now we're getting real lucky.
Okay, did the game just
They're bunkered in the
autosave?
next room, Pathfinder.
Okay. We're getting lucky and the game just
Like that.
autosaved,
Maybe
guys.
two and-
Brace for impact.
Cages?
Get the tissues ready, 'cause we
Thanks
got a
for
lot of
looking.
shit we're gonna have to clean up. I'm the old alpha. Mother of multiple seconds, so much movement. Yeah, that's that's fair.
One more somewhere.
Doors open, Pathfinder.
Hey Liam, this is the way, for I am the Pathfinder, and the very next step gives me strength to the call. End of the day, I am the Pathfinder. We're still running on, because that's what Pathfinders are for. Well, that's not ominous at all.
That's them! Seal the bulkhead!
Now's our chance. Take them.
There's our captives kicking off.
We need to get in there to help them.
Yeah, just kind of kill the big, giant, mechs that we've kind of seen in every other video game on the planet. Liam! Okay. It's basically why I can't play most first-person shooter. Motion sickness makes it impossible. Just like playing Portal. Oh, Portal. How you vex me so. For the record, I like Portal. But, yeah. Just, yeah. I have nothing really further to add. Just motion, Portal and motion sickness. Yeah. Use shield capacitor. Thank you. Wait, does that help? That's help. Alright. Hey, I was cloaked. That's not fair. Liam, get your ass off the ground and get back in the fight. Well, that didn't one-hit kill me, so I can't say I'm upset with the way that ended. Motion 6, definitely don't watch Abby and mine's playthrough of Portal 2 from forever ago.
Get that interface, Pathfinder. I need to know what happened on the other side of that door.
I do find it vexing Portal still doesn't have warning in any form you can buy it in about causing any motion sickness or vertigo. Tell me about it. I mean, especially since several of, you know, Portal's puzzles are built around you constantly building up momentum.
Where'd you come from?
Trading ship out of Kedara. Your Nexus?
There's more options than that. My team has made sure of it.
We heard the pirates say Pathfinder. Didn't believe them.
Is Ferrand all right?
Liam, what are you doing here?
Didn't want you getting killed over what I told you.
I'll never give that up.
Really,
Not that it matters.
these, I just can't
Khaled
play
hasn't
them.
asked anything.
He dumped her in here, same as us. We're all just labor.
Yeah, no,
Half the
I
ship is our
totally
handiwork.
get how not being the one directly controlling it can...
We didn't realize these pirates had gone after initiative already.
He isn't picky. Everyone is keeping him down. Everyone is going to pay. The ship rolled up and we surrendered. Seemed smart at the time.
Wait, Khaled captured you to fix this thing?
He wanted to ransom us, but this ship is draining him. It's a wreck.
He had to go back to scavenging just to keep it afloat. So he put us to work.
Found a project car, didn't count on maintenance.
We had help getting this far, and we'll need more. Can you open this door?
I think Dace was working on those systems before all this happened.
Hang on. I've got the override, but we need power. Fault's on their side.
You get that? Turn on the power from your side.
On it. We'll get you out.
Hey, Shazam! You want to come power this thing for me?
Ariana, can you get them a path?
Allow me.
There's a problem. Dace says the override only pulls the lock.
Meaning?
It lets the door open under its own weight. But it's upside down.
So it's gravity held. You get that, Orky? Gravity.
I get you. Ariana, we've been fighting the shorts. Think you can roll with it? All right, Pathfinder. You have the button. Power, override, and hang on.
We have the floor.
And now I have a broken neck. Thankfully, where's Billy Batson when you need him? Yeah.
Yes.
I'd take any members of the Shazam family. Like, the kids in that movie were so well acted and so charming.
Where is he?
Engine control. Past where they held the captives.
Then again, maybe I'm just biased since Shazam's one of my favorite
Final stretch
superheroes.
put a stop to Khaled.
Yeah, okay, he's in my top 10. I don't know if I'd put him in my top 5.
Let's do this. Fine, take them.
Now, if I count like the whole family as one superhero, then yeah, they're totally in my top 5.
Never let him sleep.
What's he complaining about? Put him right side up. Didn't we?
He's just kind of sad that while we were messing with the gravity, he didn't get to have 0 G-Sex like we had the option of doing with PB earlier in the game.
I might be turning around on this plan, Liam.
Me too.
Someone whose family actually did foster to adopt. I have a sister who was adopted. I really did relate to that movie. It's really something I agree. There aren't enough stories out there that are about step siblings, foster siblings, etc. Because, yeah, I mean, considering we had a huge generation that was super obsessed with families, they tend to kind of overlook anything but the atypical family.
So this was a decommissioned
yeah,
cabinet?
They don't care.
I really liked that because I know in the original comics prior to 2011, Mary was actually Billy's biological sister. I think they're actually supposed to be the same age and twins. I like this better. I like them being foster siblings better than actual twins. It's more unique.
Get a ship, fill it with shooters, and I'm still disrespected. Fine. Fine!
It doesn't have to go down like this.
No one is taking anything from me ever again, Pathfinder. I'll kill you myself.
Cannon's got a pet.
And a shield pulling straight from the drive core. Hold on, we'll try to hack it.
Found weakness. Hit the mark console.
Does anyone want to get this guy some pink pills for picked on people?
Make it happen, Pathfinder.
Or call the wambulance? Or I'll fuck!
Reinforcements. Now!
I don't know, maybe I need to be the one to call the wambulance myself, because...
This ship makes me invincible.
Well, if by invincible you mean you won't die of old age, then yes, I agree.
Vetra's hurt!
Sweet baby, you're lucky that you are fine, because otherwise I'd be giving you an earful like I gave Liam. Now get up and fight with all the passion that I will bestow upon you later when we consummate our relationship. Vetra's like, okay, Ryder, we haven't actually gotten to the point of the game where we admit our feelings. Could you maybe save this for later in the narrative? And Ryder's like, Vetra, I'm not the one doing it. It's the horny asshole with the controller.
Got it. Liam, do you see?
Second console. Pathfinder, let's shut him down.
Alright. Ooh, unfortunately won't be able to shut them down because I didn't bring the Krogan Warhammer, so we can't ban hammer or anything. And how are you both down already? Oh wait, you're not actually down. You're... Okay, you were just under fire. Let's see, this ship makes him so invincible. Why does he have to fight tooth and nail to stop you from doing anything? Testify.
Let's hit that console, Pathfinder. You heard them.
Activate. Activate. Thank you.
Empty the stores. Throw everything at them. How dare any of you?
Yes! Throw all your money at me! That'll defeat me in a second!
You're dead. You hear? And your Nexus is next.
I love how he had to pause and be like, wait, how does the next part of the threat go? Your Nexus is, your Nexus is best? Your Nexus is it's next, you moron! That doesn't sound right. Just say it and move on.
Stop fighting. You're nothing.
You're right. I am nothing. Because nothing can defeat something that's invincible. Ah. Ah.
You're dead. You hear? And your Nexus
You know, the sad
is
thing is I
next.
totally stole that joke from a season of Power Rangers. Let's see. Invincible is really boring, mate. Have you ever seen One Punch Man?
That's a shield. Callous shield
One
is down.
Punch! Honestly, I think One Punch Man is the greatest satire slash comedy shonen animes and American superhero comics ever. I love that show. And I love Saitama.
No one takes from me.
Well, I also love the manga. And I wish it would update because it ended on a what the fuck cliffhanger. At least at the time of this video. You know, for a boss, you kind of went down like a bitch. Can I loot you? No.
That's him done. Fool.
Standing.
Don't tell me a stock shuttle can maglock like that. I saw.
Don't spread it around.
August Bradley,
There you are.
kick-ass
Safe and sound.
and insane.
All good, Oogie.
Bradley,
We got everyone out
August
just in
Bradley.
time.
I love
The
that
inside of that
you're
boat is
in
6
this
kinds of irradiated
game.
now. Hold on. Someone wants to say goodbye.
Thank you.
She went down
Liam.
in
I didn't expect whatever that was.
You gave them plenty of trouble on your own.
Maybe. But it's good to know your friends will come. And
The
their
dawn
friends.
will come.
We'll get people where they need to go. Most want to come to Prodromos.
Fuck yes.
Moran says we might get some Angara. That's good news.
Fuck yeah! No.
No detours. We went through a lot to keep everyone in one piece.
I hear that, Pathfinder. Liam, next time, let's just do cards. I'm too old for this shit.
I'll believe that when you do.
I see what you did there.
That worked out. Everything just so. Before you start, I want you to know, well, I'm sorry. I mean, this was a mess. Even though we won, it wasn't by much. It was all worth it. You showed Varan that Pathfinder can stand for everyone. But I need to be smarter about taking risks.
And this is why I like your character.
So, you're right.
You acknowledge you fucked
Sorry.
up,
Okay.
but given
Go
just
ahead.
all the red tape in the initiative, you're still standing by your decision to go around it, so...
We did good.
What? Really?
Could do with a little less dangling in open space, but
You got it.
Yeah, I can't be mad at you, Liam.
Think that thing would survive a jump back to the Nexus?
probably not.
Ugh, I love the family chemistry this crew has. Oh, sweet. Let's see. Okay, I can finish upgrading shotguns. Shotgun boost. I'm gonna do that one. Alright, that's all I got. Alright, Liam, I got your loyalty. What have you got for me? Oh yeah, a lot. I haven't actually used you in a while. Oh, I did that whole level without upgrading him at all. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sweet. I love that this game brought back loyalty missions. I mean, I know they were kind of in Mass Effect 3, but not to the same degree that they're here and in Mass Effect 2. There's Liam.
Wait, Lexi, your dad was Turian? That explains.
That's racist, PB.
What's that supposed to mean?
Here we go.
You know, how uptight you are.
That's still racist, PB.
Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch.
I'm a doctor. That seems part of the job.
Caught you napping.
My reports from Ephra regarding Axul are worrying. I don't
So
understand how the
Valentine, this
Roka
is
manages to
this is
recruit
Jal.
so many.
He's an Angara, which we were fighting a bunch of
I'll
Angara.
see
I mean,
you
okay,
later,
you've already
Jal.
seen a few Angara,
Stay
but
strong.
they're a
and clear.
new race that we met in the Andromeda galaxy when we came here.
Hey, Pathfinder. Still passing that mess with Varan and Callan. I made sure the Nexus data will be changed. Kesh is none too happy, but she can blame me. The important thing is we're all alive, I'm all in, and I'm doing things different now.
Accepted, Liam. But let's not do this again anytime soon.
Oh, total agreement there. In fact, this made me think how I'm doing a lot of things. I want to arrange a thing for us in the Angara, once their civil stuff is calmer. Maybe talk to Jarl about the Roka. You lend your weight there, I can focus on something normal for everyone.
Could someone appoint Jal to, like, you know, ambassador? Because
What can I do for you,
okay,
Pathfinder?
so I can't actually do anything.
I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Oh, yeah, I saw something down there. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Plants vs. Zombie reference in this game. Alright, let's check emails. Emails.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
Oh, I gotta hear this.
What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Subi.
Nope, no more emails. Alright, let's head to Vold. I know some new quests open up on Vold. Actually, now that we've rescued the Moshai and we've earned the Angara's trust, I don't feel the need to continuously bring Jal for the sake of roleplay, which means we can now get the awesome banter between Vetra and Drax. I'm looking forward to it. Again, playing Mass Effect, flying around the galaxy. I really can't wait for when the channel can meet again in person. For a number of reasons, because we're going to finally do a What the Fuck of Xenoblade. We're hopefully going to get back to Hustle Cat, Amnesia Memories.
Beginning approach.
And there was another one we were for sure. But the one that I really want to do is I want to torture the channel with Spore. Not Spore Hero, actual Spore. Oh, I got new weapons? What'd I get? New pistol? That's not a bad pistol. but I still like my Sidewinder better, so I'm just keeping that. And I do not use the Venom. I don't like it. Dark commando armor, take power damage. Yeah, I'm more about the weapons this playthrough rather than the powers. Spore is lovely indeed. Yo, Drax, Frog Grandpa, let's hit the road.
Approaching
So the LP was great. LP? Oh, I thought the LP was great. LP. Last playthrough? LP. Oh, no, come back. Microphone, come back. Alright, what do we got? Okay, we have the Battle Ancient for... Oh, that's right. Oh, wait, no, I did. Hold on. Wait, these are all earn your badge. Hold the phone. I thought there were a couple. Is there not another journal here? No, Helios assignments. Okay, I swear there's another... Nail your enemy. Oh, that's her official position is Pathfinder. So the basic plot of Mass Effect Andromeda is that 100,000 colonists of various races from the Milky Way all went into stasis for over 600 years to come to Mass Effect Andromeda. And a member of the 4 council species, Human Turian, Asari, and Solarian, each picked one representative to be what's called the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder's job is to explore the Andromeda Galaxy, you know, form diplomatic relationships with any native species, and most importantly, make the new galaxy livable for the Andromeda Initiative.
Rylus? That's me, yes. I'm Rylus. Wow. You really showed up.
He seemed thrilled. Honestly, it's nothing special.
Nothing special? You saved the Moshae from the Kett. And not just the Moshae. So many people owe you their lives. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the Exaltation facility sent the Kett scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Kett movement through certain areas of Vold. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
Doesn't matter if they're science Kett, warrior Kett, janitorial Kett. They're all bad news.
Some of us were concerned that we're planning more exaltation. Or putting more of our
Yes.
people through torture
At least in
study.
regards of her
We don't have the
official
tech to
role.
break into their bases.
I mean, yeah,
Someone
Shepard,
has to stop
arguably
them.
Shepard was more important because he saved an entire galaxy, whereas we're just exploring a single cluster within a galaxy. I mean, it's all a perspective thing.
You're talking to the right person. We always help
Granted,
our friends
this is
and
part of the
allies.
reason why I like
I knew
playing
you'd help.
Andromeda
I'll
better
send the
than the
nav point
original.
immediately.
I like the idea of going out and settling a new area, making things livable, that sort of thing. So it just, this game appeals a bit more to my personal tastes in video games. But yeah, more importance is subjective, I suppose. Also, one other thing that I like about this game is that in the original trilogy, you picked your gender, and then that was just the version of Shepard that existed. But in this version, you pick between either playing as Sarah Ryder or Scott Ryder, a set of twins, and whichever one you don't pick still exists, but they spend most of the game in a coma brought about due to improper, because they're improperly woken from extended cryogenic suspended animation. Let's see, I really like like the idea of the Pathfinder technically moving out, but not full we kill your people colonization. Yeah, actually,
How'd you meet, Cash?
while it doesn't actually have an
ago,
impact
I was
on the
running
game's
with a
plot,
mercenary
and I'm
band,
sure it was
mostly
meant to come
smuggling
up later
work.
in a sequel that
Nova
we might
Force.
not get,
Ambitious name
when
for a
you
small-time
build
girl.
your first
On one of
outpost,
the
you're
jobs, I got
given the
caught
chance
by
to
Cash.
say, do you want
Made a
this to be a
deal. I
military
got her some
outpost
experimental
or a
prototypes out of
scientific
Terminus.
outpost?
She didn't turn me
And the
in.
whole idea is
It
it's
became a
like,
thing.
I mean, because a lot of
She
my
was always good
companions are
for
like, no,
jobs.
no, let's do
Paid
military
well
so we
and
can
upfront.
defend ourselves.
Credits helped me go
But then other
independent.
people are like, hey, but if
then I
we
got suspicious.
show
All the things she
everyone
was asking
in
me to
the
get.
Andromeda
So
Galaxy
I
we're
asked.
here to
That's
fight
when I
and
heard
kill,
about the initiative.
that kind of
She brought
taints
you
our
on.
image, which is why I usually do
yeah.
scientific.
I bought the pitch.
Like I said,
everyone
unfortunately,
else.
it doesn't have any impact in-game. That was something I'm sure they were plotting for a sequel. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get. Very sad, but still. Again, point is, as glitchy as the graphics can be, this game is chock full of ideas that I just adore in video games. It's like, this is the kind of thing I like to do. Honestly, it's kind of part of the reason why I was able to get through Digimon World the Next Order the first time, despite the fact that I really did not care for it. So I like the idea of going out, finding Digimon, and bringing them back to your town, and the town would progressively get bigger and bigger as each person you found would add a new facility to your town.
This is the place Rylas talked about.
Alright, out of the car.
Let's do this! Let's see you deal with this.
Like the ideas of it so far it's cool. I mean, yeah, that's the reason why Mass Effect Andromeda got so much backlash when it first came out was graphical glitches, which, to be fair, if you look up Mass Effect Andromeda graphical glitches, they are pretty severe glitches, although I do need to point out I've never encountered any of the worst ones. People didn't like that. They didn't get to play as Shepard. Little punks. You didn't like that Shepard had to die at the end of the best ending. I've complained about that too much. I'm sorry. I need to stop beating that horse to death. But yeah. And I know for a fact, because unlike Mass Effect 3, which I do prefer over Mass Effect 2, but I didn't play Mass Effect 3 till after they patched out the bad ending and patched a new one. I played this game at launch and beat it before any major patches were installed besides your standard day one stuff. So I loved this game from the minute that it was released.
Angara, Ket, something else.
Scans could tell us more, Pathfinder.
Yeah, I seriously need to stop, sucking this game's dick. So I think I've been doing that in my entire Mass Effect stream.
There is an audio log saved on this device, Pathfinder.
Ket, let's get a translation, Sam.
Processing.
The Angara genetic code expresses this projection of a biologist.
Okay, I know that's a biosample there on the table.
Scanned and recorded.
Okay, to be fair, there are some other glitches, like there's some issues with interacting with certain things. Like, right there, technically. It's like, I'm supposed to be able to pick up that vial on the table, but sometimes the detection is not.
Suggested that this research is being prevented from leaving human.
Okay, it's always strange to hear people complain a series or game is different and whine, but also whine about how all the games or shows in the genre are all samey. Like, yeah, no, I totally get that. 'Cause, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are definitely a lot of examples of
I'm picking up the nav
things being the same in, a genre. And don't get me wrong, innovation is nice, but
Scanned and recorded.
sticking to the exact same formula all the time is not always a guarantee for success. Like, again, let's see, does Abby need to get complaining about me, Andromeda, unwarranted hatred, because it's not like Mass Effect 3 jar? Complain about Mass Effect Andromeda, unwarranted hate. Possibly. I mean, she probably also needs a jar to... Luke considers Tales of Vesperia to be his ex. Luke goes on a tangent about how much he hates Fire Emblem Fates and how much. Yeah, you're not wrong. Because you see, I admit, when it comes to just that sort of thing about being upset about things not being different or things being different, I am disappointed with the direction the Fire Emblem series has been taking. Especially Fire Emblem Fates, but I won't go into that here. But at the same time, I actually kind of appreciate that the games are trying something new and aren't just tying themselves down to, well, this is what the other games did, so we have to follow it exactly. Like, again, well, I'm not the biggest fans of the new Fire Emblem games. They do deserve love and credit for doing something new, and I will always respect Intelligent Systems for trying to branch out to keep the series relevant. Because the sad truth is, do I think the older Fire Emblem games are better? Yes. Do I prefer that the older games were harder and were more about strategy? Yes. But I also can't deny that the more dating sim elements they added from Fire Emblem Awakening on have certainly really revitalized the franchise. And just acting like that's not what Fire Emblem's supposed to be is disrespecting any new fans for the series. I would love... I mean, honestly, what I want... I just want them to maybe re-release some of the older games. I think that would tickle my itch. But... yeah, no. Like I said, I don't think Fire Emblem Three Houses is that great. But... it did a lot of good things. Okay, alright, I'm on camera, so of course the hit detection's glitching out. Damn. Oh, man. Validating the hate on camera. Oh, me oh my. This makes me sad. Okay, I scan. Can I pick up? Can I pick it? Can I shoot it and then pick it up? Maybe I'll have to come back later. Might have to leave the planet and try again. Maybe it'll refresh. Alright. Oh, I was really hoping to avoid this glitch. Alright, where to park the Nomad? Every game has bugs, though. Yeah, I know. I mean, even Skyrim. I mean, people sing that game's praise as like one of the greatest games of all time, but it has some of the most hilarious glitch compilations online. So... and they are just... some of the glitches in Skyrim are just as bad as some of the glitches that people recorded for Andromeda when it first launched. Although speaking of glitches, I love watching Assassin's Creed Unity glitch compilations.
I'm pretty sure
That's
none of
always
us really
fun.
knew what we were getting into. Bamboozle.
Ah, you found your first beacon. Ready for a taste of Hescal training?
Give me your best shot.
This one's straightforward, a test of combat efficiency. The beacon will agitate the remnant. Take them down quick. Maybe you'll beat my personal best.
Remember, take them down as fast as you can!
Is there any other way? I mean, it's May after all. This is the May. Hey, Ryder, given that we're, you know, a super sci-fi, you know, series in space with, you know, people with kind of psychic powers, do you really want to call it, make Star Wars references? The glitches are fun. Sometimes it happens. Yeah. What was one really fun glitch that I got in a game that just royally broke the game in my favor?
Stay alert. There'll be more.
Oh. Alright, whatever. Oh, one of my favorite glitches I ever got was in the first time I ever beat Dragon Age 2, and I started fighting Knight Commander Meredith. Now, she's basically the Dragon Age equivalent of a D&D Paladin. So when I initially saw this glitch, I thought the game did it on purpose to kind of show that she was swathed in heavenly light, because her armor was all white. Like I said, at first I thought, was it supposed to happen? Because I'd never seen a texture glitch like that before. I thought maybe she's just summoning the Maker's power or whatever. Yeah, no, it just, her texture's glitched, so she had no texture. Her outfit, her armor was just a mass of white. Then, when the time that I played through the first Mass Effect, I think Abby saw this one too, Shepard's armor glitched out during the final fight with Saren, so they were just a mass of white as well. Or then, oh, the sound quality wasn't god-awful. I would absolutely recommend checking out our Beyond Good and Evil playthrough, because we got so many glitches on screen. Like, when we first rescued the character Double H, he just kept... It was like someone wrapped a rubber band around his neck, and he just kind of bent at the waist, because for a bit he was just like snapping back, pulling back, and just snapping up. Then there was a bit where the water was just, all the textures were spinning, so the water looked like it was all made of pinwheels.
We learned early on to make every shot count.
It's fun. Or, I don't know if these were outright glitches and more just oversights on programming, because I just remember Blaze managed to go a number of places that you weren't supposed to go in our Darksiders 2 playthrough.
See, that's your problem. Kids need boundaries, sure, but they also want to know you're not the enemy.
Our dad would not have agreed with you.
Your dad sounds like a piece of work. Special ops, right?
Yeah, something like that. He never went into details.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
I know them. Entrance to Ket Command Center, straight ahead. Ryder, back for another Heskal challenge. I have a test of subtlety. Get into a Ket base and download a full copy of its files.
Yep, okay.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Yes, Sam, I know. That's why I like Gold so much. Because I love the, cold environmental hazard.
Hostile shuttle
I can totally
incoming.
see it being a rush job problem given how bad crunch is from AAA titles. Yeah, I mean, Darksiders 2 was delayed twice, rushed, etc., etc. And I like Darksiders 2, but it did not live up to what the company wanted it to be. It's like Darksiders 2, I think, will always be my favorite of the series, just thanks to the novelization that, established who Death was as a character super well, but yeah, they could have used a few rewrites to the script and a lot more development time. Then again, to be fair, besides the first Darksiders game, I kind of feel all of them could have used a little bit more time in the writer's room. Again, Darksiders Genesis was a very good game, but it seemed to milk the fact that it was a prequel a little too much, because, I'm not going to say what, but it honestly kind of feels like when you get to the end of Darksiders Genesis, you didn't actually accomplish anything. Because it's like, well, we're dealing with characters who have to be in a certain point by the start of the first game, so I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Stay alert. There'll be more.
It's kind of weird out of context. Darksiders 3, I think, was definitely one of the best, but I had a few complaints about the writing, which I went over in details in our Darksiders 3 playthrough, so I won't repeat them here. I also wish it had given you a map, so exploring old areas was a little less frustrating. Crunch is absolutely horrible, and I'm fine waiting for a long time on a game if it's meant play's not working 80 to 100 hours a week. I agree. And don't get me wrong, Smash Bros. Brawl was infamous for its delays. But I'm grateful they kept delaying it rather than just releasing it half-heartedly and being like, oh, we'll patch it later. Because sometimes there isn't later. Sometimes the company cuts, development on a game and it's left a miserable mess that never gets fixed. I know that is something that I do really don't like about the prominence of online, features and consoles, because sometimes developers are like, oh, we don't have to finish it all the way before printing the game. We'll fix it later. So, again, it's just added to the issue of rushing games out the door. I mean, heck, Abby actually just found out that Dragon Age 2, a lot of people consider it to be the worst of the Dragon Age games. Well, it's because the game was rushed out the door. So the whole point of Dragon Age 2 is in the climax you have to make a choice. Well, half of the quest involving one of the choices was cut, and then the other half's quests weren't in the game at all. So, it's just the choice that the game is built around is inadequately...
Just push through!
It's barely in the game. Oh, I did not realize that we'd finished. Right, on to the next one. And actually, part of the reason why I think Dragon Age Inquisition turned out so good is, unlike Dragon Age 2, they were actually given extra time to develop the game. And then we are still waiting nearly 10 years for Dragon Age 4, because
I don't think we're done here.
Is kind of been poorly managing itself over the last decade. It's a shame, because for the longest time, BioWare was easily my favorite video game company. Now that distinction goes to Bandai Namco, but even then Bandai Namco did still make Code Vein, and I was not the biggest fan of that. Not that I thought the game was bad, it just, when every single button on the controller has a different use depending on which buttons you touch it in conjunction, I'm like, I need to go home. I haven't been in school since 2015, and I'd rather not have to study for, the anatomy of a controller test on Monday. And then again, from what I understand, is that Code Vein was supposed to be Darksiders, but anime, so I don't really know what I was expecting. Okay, I know what I was expecting. I was expecting something more like Bound by Flame, but that's kind of my fault. And so that was the first Darksiders game I ever played. And even then, I don't even know how close it is to Darksiders. That's just what I hear people compare it to.
Get ready to fight!
Not Darksiders, Dark Souls. Wow.
Sam, get a full download.
Also, speaking of Smash Brothers, and I know I brought that up a while ago, talking about Smash Brothers Brawl being delayed, but I know that Nintendo still has 2 or 3 more characters to announce for their current character pack. I'm really hoping. I decided to download Genshin Impact and try it out. For what I understand, you can't have friends play with you until level 15. I hadn't heard that. Mostly because I was just so invested in the story. I'm like, I don't really want people to play with me until I get to a certain point. But honestly, you level up to level 15 pretty damn fast. So I wouldn't worry too much about that, Val. Let's see. Ooh, Flaze will be happy to hear that she got me addicted and I'm getting other people to play it, so... Hopefully that will make our wonderful editor happy. But anyway, back to Smash Brothers. I'm really hoping that in the last couple, characters they announced, it's like, I want one of them to be Crash Bandicoot, and I want another one to be Shantae. I don't think I'm going to get either of those two, but just because I brought up Smash Bros. And I was playing Crash earlier this morning, I just wanted to say that out there.
It would have turned out so much worse. Maybe a better shot, though.
It could. I'm assuming the could be, you're saying it still could be Crash. But if you're talking about Genshin, then I will happily... There we go. There it is. Let's back it
up. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Ryder, back for another Heskal challenge. There's a gigantic fiend nearby. Let's see if you can hunt it before it hunts you.
None of those are fiends. No, not the shotgun. Not my rifle. Shade of like it's made out of clay. It's so interesting to stare at. Yeah, that's fair. Again, those still weren't fiends. Fiends are what we call the exalted ones, not those. Of course, I don't mind these glitches. They're cute, small things to me that can be hilarious. Yeah. Alright, let's go back and see if we can get that now. If not, it's not the end of the world. I haven't been able to finish this glitch. Not this glitch. I haven't been able to finish this quest and a couple playthroughs, so it's not the end of all hope to lose the child of faith, to end all the innocence, to be someone like me. I really do have a song for everything.
You know what surprises me?
Talk about
how not
the cheat
angry I am.
features.
Sometimes it feels like I should be angrier.
Some of the cheat features
How would that
actually
help?
intensely programmed.
Anger only gets you so far before you buck
Yeah.
up and fix what needs fixing.
That's you.
Kind of funny.
That's why you got off the Nexus.
I think it was after I played
harder
Final
to fix
Fantasy
something you can't
15, I
change.
decided, again, just for the sake of more challenge or whatever, this is why I'm bringing this up. I started wanting to play some of the other Final Fantasy games, so I got my hands on the Final Fantasy IV remake for the Nintendo DS. Only to find out after I got nearly to the end of the game and got stuck on a boss fight that I wasn't willing to put the hours of grinding in necessary to beat it, that I bought the single hardest version of Final Fantasy IV on the market that Square Enix decided to program in to just make the game a little more impossible to beat, just for people who gotta have that challenge. Heck, I know one of the reasons I always hated the first Fire Emblem game that was localized in America was because of
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
a lot of the features in the game that made it more challenging. I mean, heck, I still get people who are like, that's still the best Fire Emblem game. I'm like, why? Because it's hard? Well, but what else about it? It's hard. Well, what about the story? It's hard. Again, I don't think the first one for the Game Boy is actually that bad of a game. And the hate I have for it is... the hate I had for it, I don't hate it anymore, was unfounded, but I'm like, okay, give me another reason why it's the best Fire Emblem game other than it's hard. Like Rubber Band AI, input reader, boss attack times 20, boss HP times 100. Yeah. Yeah, I had a roommate who, when Skyrim was still kind of new, he downloaded a mod that made all the enemies harder to beat. And don't get me wrong, given how quickly you can become completely untouchable in Skyrim, I can understand wanting to do this later in the game, but doing it right away was just kind of weird to me. Especially since, no joke, I watched him fight a single enemy for 2 hours. Like, he'd pop out, shoot a fireball at them, and then if he managed to, you know, not take a single hit, he'd save, and then keep going. But if he did take any damage, because of how much damage it took, he'd reload his previous save file. I'm like, okay, at that point, that's just masochistic, man. Okay. Oh. Hold the phone. Okay, I knew there was something else to do on Vold. Sorry, we're going back down. Plus, this way, maybe I'll be able to finish Know Your Enemy. Weirdly enough, despite Crash Team Racing being so difficult, it doesn't have Rubber Band AI. I was genuinely shocked. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like Crash Team Racing, but I will admit I really am not the biggest fan of just how hard it is. Especially if you want to play online. It's like, I've never taken first place on an online match, because every time I go in, people have like broken it to the point where it's like, I'm only halfway through lap 2 when they finish the stage. No, I don't like any of those mods, so we're just gonna go around.
Approaching the LZ.
All the innocents to be someone like me. Yeah, well, for the most part, I don't mind that. I do think the newest game one a little excessive with just everything you have to do to get the like 30-second secret ending. Again, I do want to state I like the Crash trilogy, but I do have to admit, I'm like, I think stuff like this is why I never really got all that into platformers. It's because they reward perfecting them, and I'm just here for a good time. I think that's why I tend to like very casual RPGs, like this game. I mean, okay, yes, this is an RPG slash third-person shooter, so I'm
detecting below normal temperatures.
Now that my
You
brain
ever
is
need a
on Rubber
shoulder?
Band AI, I'm remembering that Hazma fight in Blaze Blue Continuum Swift, which had Rubber Band AI that cheat you into the cheat you use in racing games. Oh, lovely. I've never played Blaze Blue, so I'll have to take your word for it. Although one thing I can appreciate Crash Team Racing on over, what's it called, Mario Kart. So, well, for the record, I think Mario Kart's definitely a much more forgiving game. I do appreciate that Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel does have that mechanic of drift boosting. So, beating enemies is more down to skill rather than just getting really unlucky with item drops.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Because I admit, I never completely beat Mario Kart Double Dash as a kid. Because there really was little to no skill involved. Like, the most skill you got was just picking a compatible duo. Now, thinking about it, I'm genuinely surprised Mario Kart has never tried revisiting the Double Dash formula. Since I know a lot of people to this day still consider Mario Kart Double Dash their favorite in the series. I still think my personal favorite is 8. Because I do like the anti-gravity mechanics, which, yes, I know was borrowed from Crash Team Racing Nitro, or Crash Nitro Kart, but still, it's a good idea. And it would have been nice if Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled had brought that mechanic back as well. Ice, ice, baby.
Avena mentioned sites like this might contain Angaran relics. We should search it.
Okay. One last time. I never played Mario games without a friend. I don't like the series at all. Not even Paper Mario stuff is fun to me. That makes me sad, as the first two Paper Mario games are two of my favorite games ever, but that's fine. As I've never, besides Mario Party, Mario Kart, and the Mario Tennis game for the GameCube, I am a Mario lover. Still need to do the first two Paper Mario games for the channel,
Most everyone
but
realizes we're weaker without
like
the
everything
program
else,
backing us up.
we'll get there
Had to
eventually.
happen. We're done being pushed around.
Wasn't us doing the pushing. That was leadership's mistake.
And the rest of you paid for it, the way it always goes, kid.
You're not wrong.
Nice work.
Still need to give the newest Paper Mario game a shot, see if I like it. Speaking of copyright, Ice Ice Baby is itself plagiarized from Under Pressure by David Bowie. Yeah, I always wondered that. Because I'm like, wait, don't... Because every time I've just heard the, you know, that section of Ice Ice Baby, I'm like, okay, I'm not going crazy. That's the same bass line from Under Pressure. But I never bothered to, like, confirm if that's true or not. Alright, I think we have to accept that this quest is glitched out. Oh well.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Alright. Back to... I think we gotta go back to Aya to hand this relic off. But I think we are done with Volt temporarily. And possibly... Actually, I'm gonna go look at all the quests real quick, because to advance the story we gotta go back to Aya anyway, so might as well hit up anywhere else that's available. Alright, know your enemy. Yeah, I know. Let's see. On hold, on hold, on hold, on hold. On hold, on hold, on hold. Already, yeah, Trail of Hope, Healy's assignment. I forgot history, Nexus, firefighters on hold. Additional tasks, unfortunately. Does that actually give me a waypoint? Because I don't actually have any idea. No, that doesn't give me a waypoint. Right, I do need to do that one, Arnhem. Just tried that, couldn't find him, couldn't find him. Oh yeah, I need to go back to... Where is he? Oh, he's on the Nexus. Okay, speed. Okay, back to the Nexus first, then Aya. Aya.
Bold orbit is steady.
So many files. That poor desk, yes. One more file and it's gonna break that poor desk's back. So let's go turn some of them in to alleviate the strain. Actually, another feature I like about this game, visually, is that if you find more of the arcs, they do start appearing on the Nexus's model here, just like your arc does. Also, the one other thing you haven't seen, Valentine, in this stream yet, but the Tempest, or ship, unlike the Normandy, where we had to wait for elevators, it's all just one big area. Now, admittedly, sometimes you have to wait for doors to open, but it's still, it's something I like. They acknowledge that people complained about how long it took for each level of the Normandy to load, so they did try to fix it. And I can appreciate it, even if it didn't quite work out the way I'm sure they hoped it would have. Alrighty, righty-roo. Yo. Load your detection.
Safely home thanks to you and your skills. I've learned a great deal.
It was fun to really test myself out there.
Spoken like a soldier. Your performance was exemplary, Ryder. I can see clearly why your N7 would be the Best of the best. If you tire of being a Pathfinder, I'd be honored to call you a Sister Hescal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know enough about Dead Space to really be able to weigh in on that one. No, hold on. Journal. Let's see. Additional tasks. Okay. There's no waypoint for this guy. I don't remember where I met him. Okay, I admit I don't know if I actually have any new ingredients for this guy, but let's go chat anyway. Actually, wait. No, it was the female bartender who was asking for the ingredients, not the male one. Ah, who cares? Since the female bartender isn't a sorry, they could still be a he. Since they don't actually have gender. Nope. Oh wait.
Free drinks for Pathfinders. I'll make sure of it.
Alright, try that again. Nada. Nope. Okay, I think that's everything here. Let's head back. Wait. I don't remember you.
Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
It's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara, and now they're here, on the Nexus.
So it's a sneaky way to load the
How do we
area.
know we can trust them?
So
I mean,
so Dead Space only
for
has
certain.
loading screens for chapter changes and saving. So instead of that, uses doors. The doors take a little bit of time to open, acting as the loading. It's a sneaky way to load the area. Yep.
Remember, we're the strangers. This is their home, and they've welcomed us. They've earned our trust.
I guess.
Talk
Shut
to
up.
them. Get to know them. See for yourself.
Good advice. I will.
This is amazing. I can't believe
Oh. You weren't here before. I'm definitely gonna talk to you.
You're the Pathfinder. Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
I might have already spoken to him, but I will absolutely go see if there's someone there to chat with. Hey, Joe. Pretty sure that wasn't referring to you. Or maybe that was trying to let me know about that initial quest I did for you where you were concerned about giving your weapons up to be on the station. Either way, that was still a fantastic conversation, regardless of if I've done it or not. Which Dead Space wasn't the first... Wait, hold on. Which Dead Space wasn't the first... Which Dead Space wasn't the first? The Fatal Frame series is famous for using the door opening trick for loading instead of having loading screens to keep immersion going. I mean, hey, it works.
Ryder?
And that's arguably very important for a horror game to keep you invested. And it's arguably important for any game to keep you invested, especially long-ass RPGs. I love how this is designed. Do you have any new emails?
Ryder.
Callow? Okay. Got anything for me?
Ryder.
Nope.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
What can I do for you?
Just
I'll let
keep
you
me awesome,
concentrate.
Kello.
You know where I'll be.
Dead Space copied a lot of tricks from Fatal Frame series. That's why it doesn't really have any background music, just small noises of the area. I mean, if it works, do it. I mean, I know that's one of the reasons why the first Luigi's Mansion is so well loved, is the fact that only half of the music in the game is instrument. The other half is filled in with Luigi humming nervously. Granted, I never got much out of Luigi's Mansion. And I know Abby, you know, she did a stream of it a little while ago, but doesn't really want to go back. She found the game rather frustrating as well, so can't really weigh in on that particular series. Pew 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 pew. Do 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 do. Now I'm humming Luigi's Mansion. Damn you! Okay. If we land the ship behind the mountain, we can sneak up on them, Charlie. I really love Fatal Frame series. I could gush about it a lot. I love it. I love it more than the Silent Hill series. You and Abby would probably have a lot to talk about then. Fatal Frame... Okay, maybe she likes Haunting Ground more, but I think Fatal Frame is her favorite horror series. Which is a shame about some of the localization, or just some of the ways they localized some of the more recent games in America. Like the Wii U exclusive one that the game was bigger than most Wii U hard drives. Yeah, I'm not big into horror games. I think the only horror game series I actually kind of like is Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's probably because it's one of the only horror games I can play without freaking the fuck out.
Any good news for me?
I picked up this figure earlier. It might be Angaran.
Okay, I don't care.
This is
I mean, it's one of those things that Luigi's Mansion was great when it came out, and should be appreciated for how good it was at the time. But like many other games, if you didn't grow up with it, it's kind of hard to appreciate, you know, just what it did. Yeah.
If I'd known what a big deal it was.
Because again,
I
my
would've let it
favorite
ride
game of
shotgun.
all time will always be Tales of Symphonia. I recommend that game to pretty much nobody. Because the reality of the situation is it has dated, and the combat has dated in all the worst ways. It is genuinely frustrating to play if you didn't grow up playing RPGs from around that time period. So, yeah, I love it. I will always love it. I will always swear by it, but yeah. I really can't recommend it. Especially since it's like most of the other Tales games that came after it, emphasis on the words most, I'd still say Tales of Vesperia and Tales of Abyss are bogged down by a lot of the same issues. Yes, they do have things to make the combat a little more streamlined, but not enough. If you're gonna play Vesperia, but like Tales of Graces, Tales of Xillia, all of those games moving forward, they streamlined the combat and just the exploration in ways that are a lot more user-friendly for modern players, so, yeah. And honestly, even the first Mass Effect game, well, I still like it and I still play it, I can't really recommend it. Because I know a lot of people say just skip the first game and go straight to the second, which is kind of hard to do given how story-driven the series is. Which is why I'm... Oh, that's right! Mass Effect! Oh yeah, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition's coming out in 10 days! I'm excited. And from the sound of it, they're updating the first game with the combat from the later games, so it's less a chore to get through. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the Mako sections, as those are another part of the game that people like to tear a new one. Well, I'm not wearing my armor, so this is probably not going to be a level.
I haven't brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
If I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, I've got goosebumps. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming, doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
Thank you. This is unbelievable. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people. And mine.
Okay, so the vaults, I also haven't played Borderlands. So, when we first arrived in Helios, all the worlds that our long-range sensors had scanned as potential colonies had all basically started to wither and die. And when we landed on some of the planets, we noticed that there was alien tech that wasn't there when we scanned the planet, the galaxy 6,000 years ago. Well, once Sam was able to unlock these remnant vaults, as they're called in game, we discovered that in the 600 years we were asleep, some advanced alien race had placed them on all these planets to be kind of a terraforming system, but something had happened in that time to cause them to go haywire, which resulted them in actually killing the planets they were on rather than making them livable. And they're just called vaults, I think just due to the fact that they're hard to get into. Got to crack them open. I don't know if that's the official... Again, that's just more the scientific name we're going with here.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down. For all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
You got it. Now, I do like the fact that this cutscene is designed for you to do it right away after you rescue the Moshai. But since I don't like doing that, I like doing all the side quests before I advance the story. It ignores the fact that I've already turned on 2 additional vaults on 2 additional planets. Oh. I'm not criticizing, I'm just chuckling. Let's go. Because, yeah, so with the vaults, it adds probably one of my favorite gimmicks of the game, is that each planet has its own hazard you have to deal with. Now, admittedly, some of them are, like the first planet you go to, Eos, the hazard serves more as a way to keep you from accessing certain parts of the map until after certain points in the game. So that's kind of lame. But then, so the next planet you deal with, the hazard is that it's overrun with jungle and wild animals. which admittedly is not that big of a hazard, but still, it's visually pretty. It does make it so you can't ride the Nomad around, so it's a much smaller area, comparatively speaking. The next one, the ice planet, which is my favorite planet, is that, you know, it's cold. You start freezing to death if you don't find a way to keep your life support up. Another planet we go to is called Kedara, where the water there is so full of... the water is acidic, so if you fall in, it will literally melt you alive. Another one is the sun. Basically the ozone is broken down, so there's like intense solar radiation that will eviscerate you if you go outside. So the whole level takes place driving around in the Nomad and then going inside solar ray barriers. And I think
deserve to be
might be all the
told.
planets.
You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jal know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell her the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
One of your own gave her to the Archon? No wonder you hushed it up.
This isn't about hiding the truth.
I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kedara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go exactly?
Kedara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kedara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
This
Be
is
safe,
why
Pathfinder.
I don't hate Ephra.
As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
He's an ass, but he's a practical one. Yeah, I certainly don't like him, because I don't think you're meant to like him as a character, but I can't hate him either. I really do see a lot of his points. Can I fast travel here? Good. And I think people are just, especially in fandoms, are too... It's like you either gotta love a character or you gotta hate a character. There's nothing wrong with being okay with a character. Or being able to just respectfully, well, respect a character even if you hate his guts. I'm contradicting myself. Whatever.
Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies.
Thank you.
Navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are. Strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Daresh, Chief Voneron.
A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Cool. Oh, cool. All aboard the T train. See? You couldn't see us behind the mountain. And everyone was good at hiding. I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
I've got to pick this.
I convinced them we're friends. Try not to mess it up.
You will mess it up, Tan.
Mess it up.
Yeah, you did.
I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it
as long as they're not you. Because, you don't mess things up. The, Krogan would, they'd like to strongly disagree with that assertion, douchebag. Hey, baby.
Hey, Ryder.
You got nothing.
You probably have work. You know where to find me.
Alright, let's do... Do I have any... No, but let's claim my rewards. No, wait, now let's sell my junk. Not yet. Oh, no, come back, microphone. Can I upgrade you? Yes, I can. Well, not upgrade you, just increase my max research on it. Okay. Okie dokily, smokily, jokily, pokey bokey, soky dokie. Dokie dokie literature co-op. That was That was another good stream, I would say. I'm going to call it there because it's getting late for me here. And, well, while I don't have anything in the morning, I still would like to sleep. Yeah, great for y'all joining me. See you next stream. I'm not sure when, but I will see you then. Goodbye.